the art of receiving is not merely a private matter for each of us. The Kabbalah and the Torah both teach that our individual lives reflect a universal process. Human psychology is really a particular manifestation of cosmology. All of reality shares in our struggles, feels our pain, celebrates our joy, and cheers us on to live fully. Conversely, all of reality hurts when we inflict pain upon others and ourselves. We are all connected to one another, individually and collectively, to the universe and to all that is. We are not alone. Knowing this gives us strength, hope, courage, and energy. Want a light? A story is told about 3 men who were imprisoned in a dark dungeon. 2 of them were intelligent, but the third was not very smart. Every day when their food was lowered into the dark dungeon, the third fellow would fumble with the utensils, break the plate, and cut himself with the knife. One of the clever fellows would help him by practicing a routine with him to handle the darkness. But because the food was presented in a different way each day, it always confused him. The other prisoner then said, "Let's bore a hole in the wall and let a ray of light in, and then he will be able to see and eat without help." The Kabbalah is all about light. Its main message to us is that we have the power to increase the spiritual light in the world or decrease it. All our actions, words, and thoughts control the dimmer switch that turns the light up or down. What is the power of light? When you turn the light on in your room, it lets you see what is there. Otherwise, you grope in the dark, knock things over, bang your knee, and walk into walls. This is also true with spiritual light. Without it, your spiritual world is dark. Without spiritual light, you can't see love even when it is right in front of you. You knock over people who love you. You step on souls. You walk right past meaningful moments, and you have no sense of direction. According to the Kabbalah, a person who only has access to physical light lives in the world of shells or peels, called Olam HaKlipot. Such a person only sees physical things, those which are external and superficial. The shell or the peel is only the outside of the fruit and is therefore secondary to the fruit. If you can only see the shell or peel, you confuse the wrapping with the true contents. You are impressed with the packaging and miss the true gift inside. Kabbalah teaches us the secrets of how to access the spiritual light that lets us see what's inside. Given that what you see is what you get. When you want to receive the eternal spiritual gift wrapped in this world, you need to increase the spiritual light to see and get inside. This physical world is only the packaging, but what is the gift inside? What is the greatest gift you could ever give or get? Presence. Not presents, but presence. When I think of my childhood, my most precious memory is of my mother sitting by my bed and reading to me Winnie the Pooh. What is so great about that? My parents gave me lots of gifts. I got a terrific train set and lots of other toys, but they didn't last and they mean very little to me today. What I still treasure and continue to enjoy are those precious moments when I knew my mother was there for me. She wasn't interested in Pooh Bear or Piglet. She never read those stories at any time for herself. My mother concentrated her entire being into those moments and was completely there for me. She gave me the greatest gift you could ask for, her presence. What is presence? Presence is like chocolate cake. I can't tell you what chocolate cake tastes like. You will only know how delicious it is when you taste it yourself. I could tell you what the ingredients are, but the cake is greater than the sum of the ingredients. Presence is like the color green. I can't tell you what it looks like, but when you see it, you will know. I could tell you that it is a combination of blue and yellow, but even those are colors that you can only know experientially. And of course, even after you see blue and yellow, green is greater than the sum of the parts. So I can't tell you what presence is. I can tell you that its ingredients are love, care, respect, honesty, meaning, beauty, kindness, wisdom, and much more. To know presence, you have to experience it. According to the Kabbalah, God created you and I and put us into this world to give us the greatest gift imaginable, divine presence. Kabbalah calls this Shekhinah. Divine presence, or the Shekhinah, fills everything. But how do we turn on the light that lets the eyes of our soul see it? How do we become receptive to the ultimate gift of God, loving presence? We give our loving presence to each other so that we become receptive to the divine presence, and the more you give, the more you receive.